Turning point. 17 games to play. Padres' first 5-run deficit overcoming a win this year. Juan Soto stars. Dodgers defense was awful late. Padres bullpen was good. Josh Hader maybe 43 pitches, 43, 44.
You won't see him for another 12 days.
You won't see him in a Padres uniform, to be honest. Padres beat the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium, kicking off this 3-game series. I tweeted, Jim reacted. Padres are 4-0 against the Dodgers in their last 4 games in September or October against LA. Relax, Dodger fans. I know half of you here are probably Dodger fans. All right, Padres over the Dodgers tonight, 11-8 at Dodger Stadium in front of like no one. By the time this game ended, there were like 10,000 people inside Dodger Stadium. John and Jim with you here on the Wrap-Up Show. If you are here, please subscribe. Year-round content for Padres fans. In season, out of season. Please subscribe. Smash the like button for us. You can follow us on Twitter at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. Thank you for the supers. Really do appreciate your support of this channel. Click the $ below the chat box. Thank you for your memberships. Click join if you want custom emojis and badges. And please, if you're here, subscribe to our brand new John and Jim channel by clicking the link down below. We are 47 subscribers away, 47 or 48 subscribers away from 1,000. You can help us get there literally tonight by clicking that link in the description down below and subscribing to our brand new John and Jim YouTube channel. But Jim, if you would have asked me when they were down 7-2, are the Padres going to lose this game by fewer than 5 runs? I'd be like, no, you're crazy. They're going to lose this game by 10 runs like they did yesterday against the Astros. But Manny Machado hits 2 home runs. Soto hit a big home run. Bogart's insurance, and the Padres win 11-8.
Now, there's 2 sides of the coins here. Anytime you beat the Dodgers, it's always a good night.
Oh, yeah.
But in the big picture scheme of things, this was probably their best win of the year. Actually, it was their best win of the year because they came back from 5 runs. They haven't done it all year long, and we're on September 11th. And it doesn't matter.
Correct.
Like, it literally, in the grand scheme of things, does not matter. Beating the Dodgers is fun. It's always fun to beat the Dodgers. Does it hurt the Dodgers at all? No, they're still going to win the division. Doesn't matter. But it's nice to beat the Dodgers. It just, I don't know about you, but I think there's a lot of Padres fans out there that were more annoyed with how this game ended because it's like, where the fuck has this been? You know, like, oh, all of a sudden this team has some fucking fight in them and they come back from 5-run deficit and they couldn't do it when the pressure is completely off and you can't do it. And like when it matters, like I think
this is the blind squirrel find a nut analogy. You play 162 games. The worst team in baseball history is going to overcome a 5-run deficit. Bad teams win 4 games in a row. Like they went 145 games without a game that every team has, right? The out of nowhere came back against a good team on the road and surprised someone. Like the Padres should have done this 8 to 10 times this year, been that type of team.
Oh, yeah.
That could overcome deficits. They just haven't done it. So I wouldn't, it's less about, how come you couldn't do this all year and more about like, this was absolutely at some point. I mean, if it never came, it would have been like, oh my God, this season was bad as it, this season's been horrific, but it's like they just ran into a game where it didn't work out for the Dodgers and everything worked out for the Padres.
Yeah. And that's why it's like annoyed a little bit because you have this in you all year and you do it at the time where you have nothing to play for and you're just playing this thing out. I mean, it's a great win. I mean, in a vacuum and it just singular win, like awesome win tonight. Great. I mean, doing what they did tonight, not doing that all year long, like against the Dodgers, especially of all teams, like, dude, awesome win. Hader getting it done, even though he threw a million pitches. Soto coming up with a clutch 3-run homer there in the 9th inning, coming back from down 5 runs, like awesome win. It doesn't matter because of what you did the first 145 games of the year. And that's on them. So, right. I mean, great win, but hey.
Well, yeah, everything's too little too late. I mean, they could sweep the Dodgers and sweep the A's and sweep. Dude. Yeah, like, I mean, yeah, everything's too. I mean, what's the record right now? Just so we know, just so I get a feel for
68 and 77, I think.
Okay, so winning out, which won't happen, obviously, is 85 wins. So if they can win out, they'd have 85 wins. So that's not happening. Remember, last year, 89 wins. I mean, they're going to end up, again, what do you forecast the next 2 days in the series? I forecast Dodgers wins. I hope I'm wrong. Because
Yeah.
what happened the other Friday against Houston was Blake Snell was good. And then the Padres rolled over for a couple of days. Now, I think Snell's pitching Wednesday, so maybe that's a feather in Padres' cap because Snell is
Yeah.
pitching for something while the Padres aren't necessarily playing for something. And Snell has been good against the Dodgers before, so we'll see if that continues. But I'm not forecasting this the start of anything because we've all been fooled like literally 25 times.
John, no, don't even. I'm not even.
Yeah, but I
My
mean,
mind
go
never
for
even went
anyway.
there.
But I mean, I'm not forecasting even like a 10-8 finish to the season based on this.
Yeah, and even if they had a 10-8 finish, it doesn't matter. Like,
Yes, it does. That's an AJ extension.
well, that's
10-8
stupid.
finish.
I just, that's how this team operates, and I think it's ridiculous. And you sweep the Texas Rangers right before the trade deadline. We're going all in. You win. You go 10-8 in your remaining 18 games to finish like on a high. That's run it back. Like, give me a break.
They'd be only 8 games under 500 at the end of the year.
Oh man, yeah, run it back with that.
I agree. All right, guys. If you're here, subscribe. You're on content for Padres fans. Smash the like button for us. Follow us on Twitter at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. Thank you for the supers. Click the $ below the chat box. Kenny Stuff, thank you. He has a question for me, a AAA question. Did you stay in any seedy motels? When I was in the minor leagues, I spent 15 years in the minor leagues, Jim. Yes. Yes, a lot. None seedier than maybe a motel in like Newcastle, Delaware, when I was in the Carolina League, where I think we had to switch rooms. It was sort of like rats or something. I mean, I had every experience. It's the minor leagues. And back in the day, it was even worse than it is today. So, yes, a lot of seedy everything in the minor leagues, a lot of seedy everything, which is actually a credit to like these I mean, these guys came up. I mean, think about that. Like Josh Hader was like staying in motels. Manny Machado was like riding buses 12 hours between games. Things change when you get to the big leagues. By the way, playoff odds are still 0.1%.
They didn't go up.
Not over, but over. Now, 0.1% chance of making the postseason, but Fangraph says 0% chance of winning the World Series somehow.
Doesn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't.
But yeah, man, it's I don't know. I feel very indifferent about this game. Like, you should feel happy that you beat the Dodgers no matter when it is. And I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed with it.
No, you shouldn't be annoyed because you'd be annoyed if they lost.
I would be more annoyed if they lost, and I would be like, well, that's expected. And this is like, where is this? Where's this come from? Where we haven't seen this all year.
Dude, they're facing
I know, and when it comes
rando.
Okay, they've faced a lot of randos this year and they've gotten shoved a million times. Like, that's not an excuse for.
Didn't the Dodgers clinch? Like, the Dodgers have nothing to play for. This division's wrapped up. They're the 2 seed in the
And how many teams have the Padres played this year that have nothing to play for and they got their ass kicked?
I'm just saying that you can't look at any one game and have any feeling. You can't be like, wow, this is impressive. No, it's not. If they would have lost, no feelings. If they win, no feelings.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying that of how they won tonight, coming back from 5 down, which they haven't done all year long, largest comeback win of the year, and how they did it with who they did it with. Like, we talk about the big stars. 4 needing to step up and needing this whole year being the reason why this team is where they're at. You had Manny have a really good night. You had Soto hit the go-ahead 3-run homer, and then you had Bogarts have the tack-on run there with the home run in the 9th inning as well. So, like, that's why it's annoying, because you see it and you're like, what the what? You waited this whole time to do it now when it doesn't matter?
Yeah, I guess. When are you going to?
Now you're going to have they weren't facing a scrub. They're facing their closer, John.
Yeah, well, they were facing the scrub who they left in there for forever. If this was a game of any value, then you don't leave Stone in there for 5 1/3 innings, 9 hits, 7 runs. Dave Roberts, who would Yankees starter in the 2nd inning in a meaningful game.
That's all, and that's another thing too. The Dodgers don't care about the Padres. They're playing for something way bigger than the Padres. And
which is October, not September.
Exactly. So again, it took the Dodgers to not give a shit. and the Padres to have no pressure
Yeah, for this to happen.
for
That's
this to
exactly right.
happen.
And by the way, Padres bullpen tonight was spectacular. Absolutely spectacular from Kerr to I think they let 3 hits in 6 and a third innings.
Good on
Kerr,
them.
Garcia, Cosgrove, Suarez, where have you been? Suspended. Hader, who was not good, but whatever. Wasn't a safe spot. So maybe that's why. And the Padres win at 11-8. Now, I'm surprised you haven't yet kind of, I don't know, congratulated Manny Machado for his 2 home run performance tonight, part of a 5-run comeback win for the Padres.
I just said he had a great night.
Oh, did you?
I literally just said that. Yeah.
I thought you said the big 4.
I said Manny had a great night. Soto hit the clutch home run, and then Bogarts with the tack on. Great night.
Do you have anything else you want to say about Manny? Since it was a multi-home run game at Dodger Stadium and a Padre win.
Great. Do it when it matters. I mean, come on. Give me my opinion on
His back of his baseball card is going to say 30 home runs, Jim.
Congratulations. He can now go to anybody that gives a shit and say that, hey, I got my numbers.
I posted.
And I posted. Congratulations. You posted on a team that failed miserably. I mean, you gotta get, I mean, people get their numbers all the time. It's a long ass season. Of course, you're gonna get your numbers if you're a good baseball player.
If you're gonna play every day.
If you're gonna play, yeah. I mean, so congratulations. My opinion on Manny Machado does not change.
What is your opinion on Manny Machado?
My opinion on Manny Machado is that it's a great question. I want to figure how to say this right. I think Manny Machado is a Hall of Fame talent that might rub some people the wrong way in the clubhouse and outside of the clubhouse with opposing fans, especially. And if you're telling me my best player on the team is Manny Machado, I don't think that team is winning a World Series.
Not just don't think, you'd be factually correct because it hasn't happened to this point.
Correct. And I don't think Manny is the type of leader that I'd want on my team.
But we should put something in the chat, honestly, on Manny. We really should, because I'm actually curious.
I think Manny's a fantastic player. He's going to be a Hall of Fame player. When he did what he did last year was fantastic. And I praised him and I told him I called him out before for the stuff that he has said about he's Manny fucking Machado. And when he did well, I praised him. But overall, just seeing him here the last 5 years of his career, not really knowing much about Manny other than, you know, the stuff that he did with the Dodgers. Like, I mean, I've seen enough of my opinion on Manny Machado. Great player, going to be a Hall of Famer. Just, I don't know if having him be the leader of your team is going to do it. And he could absolutely prove me wrong. And I hope he does. But like, I just don't see it.
Well, he's got 10 years to do it. I just put a question in the chat. Is Manny Machado a good leader? I think is what I put in the chat. Something like that. Anyway, it's pinned at the top of the chat. If you'd like to weigh in, you think he's a leader or not? Yes or no? Please respond at the top of the chat. I mean, it's interesting because he's so polarizing, even now with Padres fans. I don't think he was overly polarizing through 2022 with Padres fans. The 2019, we were willing to give it up. Who cares? Andy Reid was managing. Nobody has held 2019. I don't think anyone would have held 29 forever against him, 2019. But then when you saw 2021, team didn't perform. Wasn't necessarily Manny's fault, but he was on the team. And now you have 2023, and you're like, geez, if it was 1 year, okay, but you've had 3 really disappointing years, certainly 3 disappointing finishes to years, and Manny Machado has been on all those teams. It's like you'd like to see the opposite side of that. Yeah, you got an NLCS. It would be nice to see a World Series appearance. Win would even be better. That'd be nice. World Series win for the Padres. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? It'd be neat. We talk about it if that happens. So he's got years to prove people wrong. He does. And like you said, he's trending for the Hall of Fame. He could have 3,000 hits. He could have 500 home runs. He's probably pacing for both 3,000 hits and 500 home runs. But you know, for something like Manny Machado, you're going to need to win a ring. But, you know, in baseball, you don't think about it like that. It's not basketball or football quarterbacks. But Manny Machado literally, remember when he told like some Dodger fan, like, we're going to win a ring before you win a ring. And then the next year, the Dodgers won a World Series. I know it's the short series. I know it's the short season. But none of it has really, you know, none of it's gone over extremely well. for Manny.
No, it hasn't. Three of the 5 years that he's been here have been a disaster. You know, at some point you're gonna have to wear that. At some point you have to start looking yourself in the mirror and being like, holy shit, am I the problem? Or am I part of the problem? Like, am I?
Oh yeah, he guaranteed his salary.
Right. Am I not helping? Am I not the person to like be the
Lead?
cause for change and make sure that this doesn't happen? Because, you know, say what you want, like, and you can disagree with me. That's fine. I just think that Manny Machado, for all the great things that he has done for the Padres on the field, for his amazing defense that he's had, for his MVP caliber season last year, I just think that when it's time to be that leader and when it's time to have that clutch moment in the biggest situation, more often than not, I've seen Manny Machado fail in those situations. Now, he succeeded in some, absolutely. Has he had clutch hits? Duh. But I'm talking like, how many times did Manny Machado this year have an opportunity to have a clutch moment and he didn't come through? Last year in the NLCS, he did not come through. 2021, he had a okay and good September, but like, did that team, could he have done more? Could probably. I mean, they're always going to say someone could do more. 2019, he completely quit. He quit.
What about tonight?
He had a great night, and he's gotten coaches fired, and he has had this organization bring in coaches specifically for Manny Machado. I mean, why is Ryan Flaherty still here?
We get it.
Like, why is Ryan Flaherty still here? Exactly.
I mean, he's been here for how many years?
Exactly.
How many years has he been here? I'm asking.
Since the Tingler era.
But not the beginning of the Tingler era, was it? Was he here since 2020? Maybe.
It's been a while.
It could be. Since
we'll move on. Year. That's whatever.
Tell us how you really feel.
I did.
Murray, thank you. He says, last super money tight. Thanks, Murray. Love you guys. Have to stick to budget. We beat LA. See this possible San Diego fans. SD rival is Clippers versus Lakers, Bolts, Raiders, Padres, Dodgers, accepted LA. What's this? SD fans. SD rival is LA Clips versus Lakers, Bolts, Raiders, Pods, Dodgers, accepted LA. Are the Padres, Dodgers, the Dodgers rivals? Apparently the Dodgers sent an email today saying rivalry series.
Ooh.
Yes. Now, they drew no one at this game. If you saw the upper deck, there was literally no one there.
Yeah.
I also saw on social media that someone was wearing a Padres jersey. It's like, where are the Padres fans? There's like 2 people here that are rooting for the Padres.
Really?
Yeah. So, I mean, why would you? This is the issue. I would say this about the Dodgers have been so good in regular seasons for the last 15 years. Why would you go? Why would you go in the middle of September when your team has like a 15-game divisional lead? Like, what is the purpose of going? They've clinched their spot. They're the 2 seed in the National League. Why would you go to any of these games? I'd go in the postseason. Well, why would I go like September 10th? Who cares?
Because they win a lot. No, here's the one thing. Like, Dodger Stadium sucks. Like, let's just be real here. It sucks.
It was Monday night. It was overcast. It was kind of quasi-rainy.
If the Dodgers and it's hard to get into that stadium. Super hard to get out of that stadium. The parking lot sucks. Like, imagine if the Dodgers played at Petco Park.
They do.
I know they do, but I'm saying, like, imagine Petco Park.
Oh,
pick it up, put it in LA. That's their home ballpark.
They would draw like the Padres.
They would, they would draw better than the Padres.
Well, it's hard to do this year, but yeah.
And they still draw better than the Padres, even with nobody in the fans in the stands.
Well, they got a big. I mean, what is the seat? 55,000. So they'll benefit from when they put 55,000 in it. Padres can't do that.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying it is weird. But I would say a lot to do with that stadium, because I think it sucks.
Yeah, I mean, this is another good point from Justin, who's like, and thank you, by the way, for the super, Murray. And again, guys, if you're here, subscribe here on Padres content. If you're here, thank you for the supers. Click the $ below the chat box. We really do appreciate it. Wherever you want to take this conversation, you can take it with a super. Just click the $ below the chat box. Justin says LA would have half as many home runs if they played a Petco, which is probably, I mean, the Padres hit 4 home runs tonight. Would the Padres have hit 4 home runs tonight if this game was at Petco? Be honest. Is Machado hitting 2 home runs? Is Soto home running? Is Bogart? No, there's no chance they hit 4 home runs tonight.
No,
60
Bogart's home
degrees
run.
and raining.
Yeah, Bogart's home run does not go out.
No chance in hell would that go out. I don't know if any of them would have. I'm sure. No, I really don't know if any of them would have gone out, to be honest. Probably. Like one of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they need to do. Forget about getting rid of Preller, Jim. They need to move the fences in.
Yeah,
that'll make Preller a better GM.
It would make him a better GM. Sorry, I'm just looking. I mean, I'm looking at the most generic like Twitter post of all time.
But... From who? Padres? Or them? Or Dodgers?
No, it's just never mind.
Was it like Padres win?
No, it's just I don't know, man. I'm in an annoyed mood.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just annoyed. Like I'm just like really.
I wouldn't be annoyed based on this one game. This is not the only time this year they've looked like a competent team. The problem is they look competent and then they look incompetent. I think,
do I want to see the Padres do well? Like, absolutely, I do. But like, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of covering this. I'm sick of talking about this team.
Oh, good. Then it's a good thing you have a YouTube channel with year-round Padres content.
You didn't let me finish. I'm sick of talking about this team losing and blowing up and having like drama-filled season after season after season. Like that's annoying. I can't, Rich. I'm sorry. Like I'm not enjoy the win for what? Like, cool. Yeah, I know that one day tweet.
Yeah, what was
very cringy. There's just a very cringe vibe from going on. And I understand it because they've given up as well. And they're probably letting some intern do it. But like
can I you know me, I'm pretty naive.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like they won.
Like today was a one day. Like we won the day.
It's gotta be that's all they meant.
Yeah.
What about the other days that they didn't won?
They were called lost days.
Ooh, now Justin's saying they could go 11-4 to close. Oakland, Colorado, St. Louis, San Francisco, and the White Sox. Is that the momentum you're looking for heading into that postseason press conference with Peter and AJ? 11-4 finish. Maybe get back to 500. And then all of a sudden it's been a nice little it's been a nice year. Got 81 wins.
So I tweeted out the best win of the year, and it doesn't matter. And Eva Circles at Roro in the 619.
Okay.
Who follows me? Tweeted out, it matters to real fans. It mattered to me, but you don't matter at all. Just put your Urias jersey on and be real for once.
Okay, I need to find this so I can like it. Hold on.
Should I tell that person to like fuck off and eat shit?
No.
Why not?
Okay, let's see. It matters to real fans. It mattered to me, but you don't matter at all. Just put your Urias jersey on and be real for once. And this Eva Circles follows you?
Like apparently.
Doesn't follow me.
I'd be like, yeah, I'm not a Dodger fan, idiot.
Here's the deal. I'll like it. Beating LA always matters from Gita Ragnarsdottir. I'll like that.
I did too.
Listen, let's be honest. This doesn't matter. Obviously, you could argue, if anything, the argument would be don't win, lose, and that could be more beneficial for the team in 2024. Sweeping the Dodgers this week at Dodger Stadium, if the Dodgers go on to win the World Series or don't, is irrelevant. Unfortunately, all you can hope for is the Dodgers lose in the postseason, no matter what happens in this 3-game series, right?
Will it count if they sweep the Dodgers and then they beat Oakland for a game and they win 4 in a row? And then my prediction of them winning 4 in a row and it doesn't matter count?
Yes, that definitely counts for you. Yes.
Okay,
I
just
will
want to
give
make
you
sure.
that. 100%. Now, are they winning 4 in a row? I don't see it. Who's pitching tomorrow? Two people.
Waka.
I mean, they have half decent starting pitching. Waka, Lynn. Now, Lynn's been better with the Dodgers, but he hasn't been great because he's still got a 609. Are Padres a favorite in that game? Waka, Lynn? They can't be a favorite. They can't. What were the Padres tonight with Stone on the mound? I have no idea. I mean, dude, who the hell knows what happens these last? Here's what's going to happen. Here's my new prediction. Padres win the series against the Dodgers, lose the series in Oakland. 2 out of 3 at Dodger Stadium. They'll win with Snell. They'll lose 2 out of 3 in Oakland at the Coliseum. That's my. And again, it doesn't matter when we start getting so granular and breaking these things down. Like, man, they won tonight or they lost tonight. And none of it matters. Like you've been saying on the radio repeatedly. What matters is Peter Seidler's discussion or talking points October 2nd, October 3rd. That's what matters. Nobody's gonna be talking about this October 2nd.
No, again, this is a great win tonight. This win will, because of how this season has gone, will be completely forgotten and just off into the ether. Right? It just won't matter. It will probably be put on the highlight reels for the Padres.
Would you put it on like the lead of the DVD? Like if they do a DVD this year, is this the first like?
It might be
highlight?
Because this is the best moment of your season so far. Like,
right.
Like, argue me that. Is this not the best moment of the Padres season?
It's close. I mean, like Kim walk off.
There
was a moment at Yankee Stadium. Who hit the home run that got like released? Some dude in the 8th or 9th inning. Who was like good for a week for the Padres? Remember? He got released. Middle infielder. Yeah. Or like a Gary Sanchez home run when he hit like 4 in 3 games when he started.
I'm calling this the best win of the year because you came back down from 5 runs. You had Juan Soto hit the 3-run home run in the 9th inning. You had some drama. Your bullpen pitched great. I would say this is the number one so far, the number one video clip you will see on highlight reels. I guarantee you, when the Padres make their highlight reel for next season, they put up in Petco Park, you are 100% going to see this Soto home run.
Oh yeah.
And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong.
No, I don't think you're wrong on that. Now, Rolo Rumpkin telling us that Lance Lynn has allowed 15 earnies in his last 2 starts in 9 innings.
Well,
tomorrow.
No better team to get him right than the pitching against the Padres.
Right, exactly. Oh, maybe the Mexico series. Yeah. Wasn't even in this country.
Yeah, I mean, the Mexico series was great, but like, this is the type of win in a season that actually matters, in a good season. Like it counts more. Almost like it's like feels like more than just a win. You know what I mean? Like if this team was good, and if this team was competing for a division, I mean, if they were like 3 games back of the Dodgers and they had this win tonight, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
But they're like 20 back and they're out of the playoff race entirely.
Yeah, right. It means nothing. It's nice to beat the Dodgers. It
always is.
That's the takeaway. It's nice to beat the Dodgers. All right, we're going to get back to the chat. Thank you guys for hanging out. Subscribe if you're here. Subscribe to our brand new channel by clicking the link in the description down below. You'll see at John and Jim 760. Please subscribe to that channel. We're talking Padres Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 Pacific. Also, we need to thank our title sponsor here on the wrap-up show. That is Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance. Whatever your needs are insurance-wise, let Mark take care of you. He's a San Diegan, huge Padres fan, a supporter of this channel since the day we launched it over 2 years ago. He can save you $750 on your insurance, $750 or more just by switching over to Mark. How do I know it? Because I have insurance with Mark. Homeowners, earthquake, life insurance policies. I've had 2 of those policies for 2 years. I've had another one for about a year. He's a great insurance agent. You can take it from me. We had a claim in here last year. He took care of everything, saved us literally thousands of dollars, saved us dozens of hours of time. Mark Nimitz is amazing. I wouldn't know where to start with that. He'll take care of everything if you ever need him. So click the link in the description down below. You'll get to his website. And from there, you can get a quote, free quotes by calling him. I'll talk to you about the Padres as well. You can get a free quote online as well, whatever it is. Auto, home, business, life, renters, condo, earthquake, right? Whatever it is. Let Mark save you money. Before you renew, call or get in contact with Mark. And if you're looking for information on a new policy, do so by clicking the link in the description down below.
Yeah, all this information is above my head on the screen at all times. mnimitz@farmersagent.com. When you reach out to our buddy Mark, let him know that John and Jim from the Wrap-Up Show sent you.
All right, thank you, Mark. Thank you guys for hanging out here tonight, live or on replay. If you're here on replay, thank you for the super thanks, by the way. They've been rolling in over the last couple of months here on the Wrap-Up Show. We do appreciate that. And thank you, Ben Farella, for this super chat. Ben, correct me if I'm wrong, because I meant to come up and say hi. Ben, were you at Fair Play? Was Ben at Fair Play the other day talking to Darren?
I thought you looked from, I was like,
and I wanted to walk up to Ben. I want to say when I saw Ben is when I saw him with Darren, but then we were on the air, and then Darren left at our first break roughly, or before then. And I'm not sure if Ben was still there after that point. But Ben, anyway, we would have said hi if we had more time. Great to see you. If it was you, I'm 96.3% sure it was you. Confirm that in the chat. Ben, thank you. He says the most Padres thing ever would be if they traded Soto in the offseason and still used the home run, the highlight video. Yeah, that would be the one scenario where they don't use it. That's a really good point.
Yeah, great point. Great point.
Right. You don't use it if you don't have them. I wouldn't think.
Right. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. But man, that would suck. I don't want to see them trade Juan Soto.
I really don't. 900 OPS, 30 home run season. Fine defensively, honestly. He's made some decent plays out there in left. He's 24, will be 25 next year. Just hold him. If you're bad at the deadline, move him. Okay, you got beat on the deal. You don't get the same back when you traded for him 2 years ago. Understood. But to get rid of him in the offseason, doesn't that take some of the hope away from Padres fans heading into the year if you traded Juan Soto?
I mean, you're already going to have another first-time manager. You're already going to have Priller returning. You're already going to come off of the most disappointing season in franchise history. Like, you trade Juan Soto, it's good fucking luck trying to sell more tickets and more memberships. I mean, you have radio silence from this team right now, and people are having to decide if they want to re-up their memberships or whatever for next season.
Right.
So let's just throw more water on this fire and trade away Juan Soto.
Isn't throwing water on a fire a good thing?
I mean, let's throw more gasoline on the fire. There we go.
Because water would put it out. Okay, Ben was there. We were eating, and then we started our show, and he got on the road to beat traffic. Should be back this Friday. We're back-to-back Fair Play because the Padres are still on the road. We haven't done that much at all this year, back-to-back, either Blineboro or Fair Play, because of scheduling. So, yeah, join us Friday at Fair Play from 3 to 6 in North Park. One of my favorite spots in the entire city of San Diego.
And, yeah, the best, amazing spot.
Yeah, it is.
Just real quick, little, like, why I know that this win for fans just doesn't resonate at all, and it doesn't really matter.
Because no one's talking about it?
Well, I mean, little inside here. So when we do Dodger games, we get spikes, okay, with viewership and, views and likes.
Even Dodger fans aren't trolling.
Right. Like, we get the Dodger series are our biggest series historically the last couple of years that we've done YouTube on here in the Wrap-Up Show and anything we've done on John and Jim. Tonight, if the Padres were in a playoff race or if they're vying for a division,
600 people here live.
Massive tonight. Yep. Right now, no one gives a shit. Like, it's, I mean, I love everybody that's in the chat right now, but it's just, it just shows me that, like, this win, while it was a great win in a vacuum, does not matter. And people do not care about it.
What a difference a year makes. When the Padres beat the Dodgers last year in the postseason, again, you can't compare this random September night to that October. We had 12,000 views, I think, for games 3 and 4 wins at Petco over the Dodgers. Maybe 11,000 views on the game 3 and 12 or 13,000 views. I think that's right, Jim, right? We had 12,000 plus views for 1 or 2 videos against the Dodgers. What a difference a year makes. Unfortunately, that's on the Padres. I mean, yeah, you're just not going to get that level of interest when a team has been mired in a season-long slump. Season-long. To the point where their season isn't even on life support. Their season's over.
Yeah, they pulled the plug.
Yeah, and the people, we got passionate Padres fans, obviously, that are here live. There's people that are going to be watching on replay over the course of the next 24 hours because they're just genuinely interested in the Padres and they're passionate Padres fans, but even for the most diehard and passionate, this is, it's 2024 right now, and it's like, how do you position this team to get better? Is it internationally with players that are going to be posted out of Korea and Japan? And I see those names popping up in the chat every single night. And we'll address that once the offseason hits. And will you have the same manager or not? Will the general manager return? What will Peter Seidler say? There's going to be some interesting times in October, but unfortunately, this offseason is going to be long. Padres played until late October last year, and this team was done in August, right? So that's a big difference. Feels like it already feels like the offseason to me, and it feels like it's going to be a really long period of time.
Oh my God. It's already felt like a long period of time, and it's only September 11th.
Right.
So we haven't even started the offseason yet.
Yeah, I know.
It's crazy.
And the postseason is pretty quiet for teams that aren't in it typically.
Yeah.
You might fire a manager, but you don't normally hire a manager.
Right.
So
yeah. And we just tell it like it is. I'm 100% real with you. I'm not going to go on the air or go on the radio or go on here, and the first thing I talk about is like, man, that was such a great win last night. I'm so happy that Juan Soto hit that 3-run homer and that Josh Hader got in there and got the final out of the game, and that Xander Bogaerts hit a big home run, and Manny Machado hit 2 home runs, and that was an awesome win. And man, it stinks that this season went the way it did. But you know what? That win last night, that was a fun one to watch in a crappy year.
So you're not posting Polaroids from tonight?
Probably not.
They are, which I get. They're in the business of promoting the Padres. It's It's been tough. 17 games left. It's like, what is? I'll say this, and you've been saying, listen, you don't really care, and that's fine. I think a lot of people agree with you. I think people do though. I think the Snell stuff is interesting. Snell's starts are actually a reason to turn the television on. If he's able to continue doing what he's doing, he's going to be vying for a Cy Young. If he can't do what he's been doing, then he's not going to be vying for a Cy Young. I get it. It's not the ultimate prize. It's not winning a World Series, but
he won't even be
better
a
than the
Padre
alternative.
next year.
What's that?
He won't even be in a Padres uniform next year.
But he'll get the award when he comes to San Diego as part of the Mariners-Padres, rivalry series.
And then he'll shove against the Padres, and he'll hold up his Cy Young Award-winning trophy or plaque. And
that is weird.
That's just another weird Padre thing that has happened this year, where you're going to get the Cy Young for a guy that won't even be here next year.
MVP, Ha-Seong Kim.
And give me a fucking break, dude. If I'm a Padres fan, I'm looking at that and I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed with that too.
Right.
Because you can't even the dude finally figures it out.
Oh yeah, he figured it out.
And he's now gone, and he just put together a Cy Young award-winning season for a team that is going to miss out in the postseason by 10 games.
Correct. Potentially more. By the way, Tatis had a hit tonight, but I think one for his last 19.
Yeah.
That OPS number has come down a big way.
You know that meme of I think it's Charles Barkley. And it was we need to have a discussion, or we need to start a discussion. I think it's time to probably start a discussion on Fernando Tatis Jr. I know a couple weeks ago, it might have been a month ago, we had a lengthy discussion about Tatis, about how we viewed his first year back after the suspension and the 3 surgeries, and viewed it as a good season. And the numbers are down probably because he's tired. He hasn't played a full year baseball in over a year and a half, and coming off of major surgeries, and it's tough, right?
There's what's that thing that hold on, timeout. I have a serious issue. It's like the bird. There's what would it be? Is it a grasshopper? What would be tweeting in my house?
Cricket.
There's a legit cricket in here.
I hear it.
What's that?
Yeah, you got cricket in your house.
Well, where?
I don't know. I'm not there.
Why is it talking?
Because he's I want to be on the wrap-up show. Fernando Tatis Jr. sucks right now. Manny Machado sucks this year.
I don't even how to come in. I didn't knock. Broke into my
door
house.
Open?
I don't think so.
Wait, hold on. Is it?
It's here. No, it's here, dude.
It's your house. It's your place, yeah. Dude, that thing's
gonna have to wake my wife.
So here's the thing with crickets. they like mass produce very quickly. So you're
What
gonna
do
have
you
like
mean mass produce?
like they lay eggs, and you're gonna have like 20 crickets in your house within like the next 20 hours. They just lay eggs everywhere, and you're gonna
What
have
are you talking about?
you're gonna have crickets everywhere, dude. I'm telling you, having crickets in your house is like the worst thing ever.
Shut up.
I'm serious.
Is Jim being honest?
You're so easy. If I told him
Are
that
they
crickets
big?
grow like 7 feet
Oh,
long,
he went to sleep.
okay, cool. I can now think.
All right, what were you saying?
Oh,
Oh,
I was
Tatis conversation.
yeah. Like we had a discussion about him like about a month ago, maybe a couple weeks ago. I forget
Yeah,
when.
maybe less.
About his season, and not really fully like saying that this was an abject failure of a year because of the things that he was coming off of, right? But now it's turning into like this is bad. I mean, these are bad numbers he has here, and it's not just like a little drop. This is like a Grand Canyon size drop,
It's huge.
and
I think he's just ran out of everything.
he maybe has had maybe he's run out of everything because he's never played a full season before. But I mean, dude,
Let me read this real quick.
it's not good.
Players, listen to this. Players on the Padres right now with a higher OPS than Fernando Tatis Jr., Manny Machado,
Hmm.
Xander Bogaerts, Hassan Kim, barely, to be honest, Luis Campusano, Matt Batten. Okay, I mean,
Hmm.
it has not been good. I mean, the only players with a lower OPS this year, profile, that includes Colorado, Grisham. That's basically, I mean, nobody.
He has a higher OPS than Grisham, barely.
No, he does. Grisham's 682. Tatis is 773. I mean, it's like an average. What's 770? It's like an average player, slightly above average player this year, offensively. I mean, I hate to say that, but I mean, that's what the season's been, unfortunately.
I will
So
give him
PS
credit
plus
for
115.
I'll give him credit for finishing this year out and
Yeah, definitely.
relatively staying quiet. And by quiet, I mean like no controversy. There's been no outbursts like there was in 2021. There's been nothing as far as like I care about. Like,
Yeah.
you know, there's a couple things that are like fan, I think, generated, right? That I'm like,
Well, social media is tough to. I
yeah,
can't put that on the player, to be honest.
yeah,
There's going to be some stuff, like you
yeah,
said.
but the big picture stuff, like baseball picture stuff, um, he's been fine.
Mhm.
But man, his play on the field, offensively,
Yeah, offensively, it's been great in the field.
offensively, just really bad, dude. And you gotta hope, and again, the hope word, you gotta hope that this is just a one-off.
There's reasons to think it could be. Everything we've talked about.
You hope it's a one-off. You hope it's like a Bellinger one-off. And Bellinger had a couple bad years, but you know, Bellinger's come back with a force this year for the Cubs after
Like
that major shoulder surgery.
if he's bad again in 2024, bad's a relative word, but not overly productive, just quasi productive. Whoa,
This
that's
same year,
$340 million. Exact same year.
yeah,
Again,
exactly. Then we got then we have an issue.
Yeah.
Then we have to start a legitimate discussion. Like, this is bad.
Yeah. It's going to be a really bad deal if he goes back to back years with a 770 OPS hitting 250 with 23 home runs or whatever. I mean,
He signed the deal to be the player from 2021 for like the next 8 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Not one of the next 8 years, like 7 of the next 8 years.
like a Griffey run.
Yeah.
In the
he feels
90s.
a long way from that. He
Oh,
feels a long way from that.
Yep. And I was right. They did tweet out the Polaroid pictures tonight.
Of
You
course
want to hear the caption? You're going to love it.
Take a pic.
No.
Frame it. Picture this.
It's actually even worse.
Developing in front of our eyes.
No. So they have 3 Polaroids and they're all signed.
Guess.
They're signed by
Soto, Manny, Bogaerts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 4 home runs. Yeah.
The caption is excellent with the X
Oh,
capitalized.
great.
Wonderful. And then ma, and then the N is like in like the parentheses.
Mm-hmm.
Gnificent.
Let me see this. Now I have to see this. Hold on.
What the fuck?
That's what they tweeted, or it's on the Polaroid?
I'm sorry, what?
Let me see this. Oh, what are we doing?
I'm retweeting it. I don't care if they get mad at me.
Well, what are you going to quote tweet it or retweet it?
I quote tweeted it. It said, LOL, what?
I mean, what does it even mean? You don't have to go so cute and then not cute and so cute and then this is the same team that when they play the Mariners on the road to open a series like game 1 in Seattle. So let's not get too cute. If your caption for the starting lineup is game 1 in Seattle, hold on, I got to pull this up. So
I'm just taking it down for a second because we're talking about this.
Okay. If your caption for the opener in Seattle is game 1 in Seattle, and then you followed up with wonderful and excellent and magnificent, like
mug, it says ma and magnificent.
What if they would have done something tonight related to Kershaw?
Oh my god, dude.
Or like, what if they would have trolled?
Wonderful.
What if they would have said something like, "We're used to like winning we're used to winning late in seasons at Dodger Stadium."
Dude, I can't get over this. What is ma and magnificent?
Let me see it again. Hold on.
What the fuck is magnificent?
What's the N mean? They're saying no, it's magnificent, you idiot.
Yeah,
but they're taking like the N as if to say it's like Manny.
I know, but it's like
it makes no sense.
Ma and magnificent.
Like that's a really bad caption.
What is ma and magnificent?
I mean, I hate to honestly, it's not even like it is what it is. I mean, social's not easy, don't get me wrong. And you know it better than most.
Oh, it's
social's
tough.
not always
Your team
easy.
sucks at stuff.
Yeah, it's not always easy.
It's tough, but like I just know things. So I'm like, oh god.
Oh no. He's awake.
Back.
He's probably heard us talking about the tweets. He's like, I'll tweet. All right, hold on. Let me get to this.
That was ma and magnificent.
You know what else is excellent and wonderful and magnificent is Aura. Okay, their co-founder Will is a huge Padres fan. This is a great company, ORA.organic. They're based here in San Diego, offices in Liberty Station. Will is a lifelong Padres fan, a native San Diegan, a huge supporter of this channel for the better part of the last 2 years. You can get 10% off your first order. In addition to that, all of their products are plant-based products, okay? All plant-based nutritional supplements, whether it's the probiotic I've taken every day for well over a year at this point for digestion, heart health, mental health, and more. The pre-workout supplements, the proteins for after workouts, the omega-3 oils for those that are taking fish oils. You can take the omega-3 oil from our friends over at Aura. They also have immunity pills, sleep pills, and much more. Check them out at ORA.organic or click the link in the description down below. Everyone wants to get healthier, and we would really appreciate it if you supported partners that were based here in Southern California and work with us in the wrap-up show. They support us. We ask that if you have any needs, if you're looking to get healthier, nutritional supplements, please get started over at Aura by visiting ORA.organic or clicking the link in the description down below.
Yeah, go there right now to pick up some supplements if you want to live a healthy lifestyle and you don't know where to start to start that journey. Go to Aura, www.ora.organic, pick up some stuff, and you will thank us later when you try out all of their products at Aura.
Their stuff is excellent.
It's wonderful. And
it's wonderful.
Magnificent. Like, what the fuck?
What would you do? What would they have done tonight for, let's just pick another player. Well, Profar would have been like Profarlific.
Like our hero.
Kim
like
would have been like,
right,
I don't know.
Just because I like to start shit. Hold on.
You're basically going to get fired for like the 80th consecutive day.
Fired? How can I get fired? They don't control me.
No, fired from your current job.
Oh yeah, they don't care. I mean, what are the Padres going to do? Not give us players anymore than they give us players? Oh yeah, they don't. Here's the tweets from tonight. You ready? Toss it.
Hold on,
Flip
we have
it.
breaking news. Okay, read the tweets, and then I'll do the breaking news.
No, I know this is breaking news.
Yes, just read your stupid tweets.
Stupid tweets. All right, hold on. All right, my stupid tweets before we got to the breaking news. Toss it, flip it, drop it, dub it.
I saw that.
Making plays on this one day.
Oh, the one day because they won.
Comeback dub.
What was their tweet when they posted the lineup? Game 1 in LA.
And then here's the Xander Bogaerts home run. Cut that extremely close, but it's gone with the X capitalized.
I'm telling you, social's tough.
Here's their tweet when Juan Soto hit the home run. Ready? Juan Soto. All caps. You're gonna love this one. This is great.
Okay.
This is when Matthew Batten hit like I don't know,
hit the ball,
tying double or whatever, and they like went off the center fielder's glove. Batten? ? More like tying the game.
I saw that like 3 hours ago or whatever.
And I know why they did this, because whoever does the social, they love to get in the weeds on social media. And there's a joke here that has been that there's a joke there. If you know, you know.
I don't know.
Well, because you're an idiot.
Okay, true.
Manny Machado's second home run. Manny going for a second heaping of mash tonight. All right, here we go. Here's another one. Ready? Ha-Sung him ties it up.
All right, we get it, guys. Like we get it. All right.
And then here's the tweet for the lineup today.
Let me guess. Game 1 against the Dodgers.
Close. New series on deck.
Didn't someone tweet out like a series of their lineup tweets? It was so funny. It was like Game 1 against the Mariners. Then it was like Game 2 in Seattle.
And then here's their lineup for yesterday's game. Sunday versus the Stros.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Saturday in Space City.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I love when the final score and they lose, just final.
And then when they won on Friday night, that was Blake takes the hill in Houston.
Ooh. All right, here's the breaking news.
I know.
It's not overly shocking, but it is significant. Dennis Lynn saying that after hitting 2 home runs tonight, Manny Machado acknowledged surgery is a consideration to address the tennis elbow he's been playing through. The quote is, "We'll see." He said of playing the rest of the season, but as of now, I'm playing.
Why wait?
Dude, but this is so Manny.
I know.
He hits 2 home runs tonight. They win. He's got 17 games left. I mean, if he's got to hit a game, that's, add 17 hits to his season. He's trying to hit, he's trying to get to 3,000 career. They all matter. Believe me, the 20 hits are going to matter. But I'm thinking like, get ahead of this thing. Buy yourself 3 weeks. This isn't something minor, right? This isn't arthroscopic knee surgery. If I'm having my elbow operated on and I play every single day in the field, in theory, when I'm healthy, let's just get this thing over with. I'm going to advocate for that until I'm blue in the face, that if you're going to have surgery in the offseason, you should have surgery in the season if you're Manny Machado.
Like, why are we waiting here, dude?
Yeah, what are we waiting for?
Like, to get some numbers? Like, what are some numbers that he's trying to get? I'm sure he's trying to get 30 home runs. I'm sure he's trying to get 100 RBIs because it looks good on the baseball card. He's got 28 home runs. He won't hit 100 RBIs.
28? That's big. I can't believe that.
I remember one point in the season he had like 4. And it was
4. It was like June 1st.
He's got 84 RBIs. He's not going to get to 100.
No,
but he's gonna get to his 30 number and say that I'm a 30 home run dude. And then his OPS is 775.
He wants more hits, man. He's got 126 hits. He just needs more hits. I mean, I'm telling you, someone like Manny Machado, you can't take him out. You just can't. Like, they have to literally take the bat away from him.
And that's the problem is you have Manny. He runs. He is in charge of himself. And when he decides that he's going out, then he's going out. The only reason why he had to put on the IL this year is because he literally had a broken bone and he couldn't hide from that. Like, you can't hide from that. Now, aches and pains and this and that, like, he's going to go out there and play. And maybe you view that as someone that you want to have. Like, you want to have a guy that battles through injuries, right? But this is like, what's the point? What are we doing here?
How do you just stop talking business super? Ben, thanks again. He says, here you go, John. Dad jokes from the dads. Padres. Is this for like social media?
I mean, I wouldn't want to be the social media person. I can tell you that.
No. And I'm a dad joke guy with my 4-year-old. Dad jokes is a good idea for them to tweet in dad jokes, to be honest.
Well, I mean,
are they already doing it?
No, never mind.
You always do that.
I know I do.
Everyone knows you're.
I see people a little like, wait, what is he saying about their social media?
I have no. Listen. Having managed social media for a minor league baseball team, I worked in the minor leagues. Jim has managed social media for John and Jim, which is essentially, what does that mean? I don't know. Yeah, whatever. But I get it. It's like, it's not the easiest thing in the world.
No, it's not. It is not, especially for a team that sucks.
Right.
But you've seen, I'll just say there's a lot of creative, funny team accounts out there that maybe should be like studied more by boring teams.
So Ben says he thinks that's what they're going. Are they going for dad jokes? Is that the thing?
Probably. If it is,
so.
doesn't make sense. I mean, it's very whatever. Who cares?
I know. But that's where we are in the season. We're breaking down the tweets because this team is literally irrelevant.
We're breaking down stupid fucking tweets, man.
All right, hold on. While we have a moment, we do need to tell our viewers about Underdog Fantasy. This is the best and easiest place to play fantasy sports. I love Underdog Fantasy. If you use promo code PADSWRAP, PADSWRAP. What are you laughing at?
So, these like automatic bets that you've been given on, or that people are given
an automatic winner?
Like an automatic winner?
Yeah, not with Aaron Rodgers tonight.
Please tell me Aaron Rodgers was an automatic winner for a half a yard thrown.
He may have been for Underdog tonight.
Because he didn't even get he didn't even get that.
0 yards.
I mean, oh my God.
Dude, you talk about, and by the way, Jim, I ended up watching this whole thing with Kristen. I don't know when you came home, if you threw it on. I'm sure you did.
I did, yeah.
This is like the greatest game in like NFL history. Jets fans were like going bonkers. Zach Wilson's leading, tying drives. I mean, this thing was bizarre. Josh Allen's getting hit hard and fumbling. There's punt return touchdowns. I mean, this game sucked, but it was great, right? You know that feeling.
Yeah. But those are great games. I love those games.
But then it's like, it would be like if at the end of the game, someone told you like the Chargers are moving to LA. It's like the game doesn't matter. We've lost Aaron Rodgers.
We've signed Mike Clevenger to a 2-year deal. He's has Tommy John surgery tomorrow.
Like, dude, you play the Cowboys and the Chiefs in 2 of your next 3 games. And someone else that's good. Maybe New England.
Dude, the Jets are literally going to have like the 2001 Ravens defense this year.
And I think their defense is really good. And I don't even know why we're talking about this, but there's no way you can get anywhere close to where you could have reached in theory with a healthy Aaron Rodgers. That's the point.
You want to know how big of a like jinx I am for fantasy football?
Mm-hmm.
I drafted Aaron Rodgers.
You're such an idiot.
I drafted Josh Allen. I drafted J.K. Dobbins.
No, he's out forever.
I drafted Travis Kelce.
He's out.
And instead of Brandon Ayuk, I drafted Debo.
Dude, you're such an idiot. And Ayuk had like, 500 yards and 5 touchdowns, or more like 102 or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, underdogfantasy.com, best and easiest place to play fantasy sports. If you use promo code PADSWRAP, PADSWRAP, you'll get a 100% deposit match up to $100. You got to be playing at Underdog. With the NFL back underway, they have major league drafts every single day, starting at $3 per draft. NFL drafts for week 2 are underway right now. You can do the pick'ems as well, and you can do it across multiple sports. You can pick, for example, Kirk Cousins in Philadelphia lower than 1.5 passing touchdowns on Thursday, and then you can pair it with MLB action, like the Padres tomorrow. Here they are. No, these aren't Padres, but the Padres are playing tomorrow. So let's pair that. I'm going to pair it with Juan Soto will absolutely walk tomorrow. Okay, I'll guarantee that. And Kirk Cousins ain't throwing for 2 TDs on Thursday, so that's free money, $60. $20 wager pays $60. Promo code PADSWRAP, PADSWRAP. Again, use that promo code. Get a 100% deposit match up to $100. Are we done?
Yeah.
Join us tomorrow on the radio.
Yes.
Did you see our new backdrop today? What do you guys? It got positive reviews. The backdrop.
It did. Did
anyone
like
see us this afternoon?
64%. Yet people liked it.
So people are into it. Change is always different,
especially for us.
For us, we can't deal with change, but I think it looks better maybe for the viewer.
Maybe if you don't forget your camera tomorrow. I mean, the camera that we have was like doing this shit all over the place because you use your hands a lot. So it's like looking at you, it's like
yeah, but I use my hands with this thing and it doesn't move. It's a setting
because you've turned it off. You turn off the like hand setting.
Did Fletch set that thing up?
He did. You liked it, Rich?
See, I'm not opposed to this. We need green screen. I'm not opposed to that. I put like Batman behind me or like a cricket. Or something.
Have Manny Machado behind me, like ready to kill me.
Yeah, he would be. James said the backdrop was different. That's accurate. It definitely was. It was different.
It was different.
Rich is better than. He liked the white background. All right, it was bright.
I showed it to Erin, and she honestly was like, I said without caring about my opinion.
Yeah, what do you think?
She's like, it's good. It's fine. She goes, it's fine. That's
the only issue. Now we're getting into like inside radio, real quick. Nobody cares, but I'm just talking to you, and we're still talking. So why not just do it here?
Let's keep it on there. Who cares?
Here's what Kristen was like. She liked it, but she liked how your backdrop was just the step and repeat, like iHeart 760 San Diego State logo. But my backdrop, Jim, was the television with the step and repeat. So Kristen was like, you need the step and repeat in the background, and Jim needs the step and repeat in the background. But if you have the TV and he doesn't, she's like, it's just kind of like off kilter a little bit. I'm like, yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah, but the angles of it are weird. Like you need the camera on a different angle.
What am I going to do? Like we can only do so much, unfortunately. But either way, please subscribe to our brand new YouTube channel, John and Jim. Click the link in the description down below. I'd put the link in the live chat right now, but I can't do that. Jim could.
Why not?
I don't know. Go put the link in the live chat real quick.
It's in the description, everybody. It's in the description of the channel.
But live chat gives someone another way. Some people don't want to click on the description. It's like you don't want to get up and go get like Cheetos from the cabinet.
I don't.
But if someone gave you the Cheetos, you'd eat them.
Yes.
So put them in there.
No, I don't want to do it.
I'm not doing Thursday's game, which is a win for Jim because this makes Jim lose his mind when I do Thursday Night Football. But it is Jack Crone and Jonathan Rifkin.
Thank God.
The curse of the San Diego chicken is real, John and Jim. Or the curse of the San Diego chicken is real, John and Jim.
Did you see, speaking of commas, did you see Patrick Mahomes' tweet tonight?
I saw he tweeted something about like get well.
He tweeted, he's like, I hate that man, ... Get well, like prayers emoji. But like
as if to say I hate that man, like I hate him.
But then he like edited it because he has the blue check mark. And he said, I hate that man, I hate that, man. And before he tweeted out, I hate that man.
Yeah. As if to say maybe he doesn't like Aaron Rodgers. But people got it. I saw the original. I wasn't.
It was funny.
Yeah. Commas, man. Commas matter. Mm-hmm. Did you put the link in or no?
Let me answer that for you.
No. I like our collective initiative right now. Okay. Subscribe.
Padres.
Subscribe. It's been a long decade. Year of content for Padres fans. Subscribe to our brand new channel. Seriously, we're talking to you, whoever's here live or on replay. Smash the like button for us. Please follow us on Twitter at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. Thank you for the super thanks. For those of you watching on replay, we really do appreciate those. Thank you so much for the super thanks. Thank you to our partners, Mark Nimitz, our title sponsor here on the Wrap-Up Show. Great insurance agent. Click the link in the description down below if you have any insurance need. Mark will hook you up and save you money. Aura, if you're looking to get healthier, thank you, Will, for your longtime support of the channel, ora.organic. If you're looking to get healthier, they have plant-based nutritional products for you. And again, Underdog Fantasy, use promo code PADSWRAP, PADSWRAP. You'll get a 100% deposit match up to $100. UnderdogFantasy.com or the Underdog Fantasy app. Join us tomorrow, John and Jim, 3 p.m. Then back tomorrow night, Padres-Dodgers, game 2 of the series. Padres win tonight, 11-8. For Jim, I'm John. You've been